Contraband TV. Man, what that shit do, Contraband? Man, I ain't recorded this video, tried to record this video like 3 times, man. I recorded it already, but I didn't like it, so I deleted that. Trying to record again, but these goddamn kids, man. Shit. Boy, these kids, boy, they don't let niggas do shit, boy, I tell you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm finna be one of them niggas brushing my motherfucking hair and shit. Trying to get them waves back popping, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my waves like my nigga G Money G Code, you feel me? I'm trying to get them waves popping, man, you feel me? So y'all see the title though, man. Nigga Big Mike beat the attempted murder. What? On his own baby mama too. Man, this is a crazy story right here, y'all. So like I said, when I was walking on the yard, when I first was walking on the yard, I was coming into level, the 1-2 yard. It was a nigga throwing up his hands like light-skinned nigga, like, twin, nigga, that's you. Twin, nigga, that's you. Come to find out, man, this was my nigga Big Mike, man. Now, my nigga Big Mike, I knew him from Fremont and 15th Street. On Fremont and 15th Street, it's a 7-Eleven on the corner. It's a school caddy corner. It's a little elementary. Across from the elementary, it's a motherfucking car lot. And then next to the 7-Eleven, it's the plasma spot. Biomat. I think that's Biomat. I think so. If it ain't called Biomat, it's called something else. Griffles or some shit like that. You feel me? That shit done changed a lot. You feel me? But back in the day, like 07, 08, they used to give out cash. Cash money. You feel me? And everybody that went up there either smoked speed, that donated plasma, they either smoked speed or they smoked weed. So a nigga like me used to be up there straight hustling, getting off the weed bags, you feel me? Sometimes I bring some, and they also did heroin too. They used to, you know what I'm saying, get down on that black tar, you feel me? Now my nigga Big Mike, see, I used to sell the weed, and sometimes I get the little, you know what I'm saying, the little meth and bring it up there and shit like that too, you feel me? Big Mike, he had the heroin, you know what I'm saying? He had the straight tar on deck, you feel me? He was a tar baby, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it should be popping up there, bro. All you had to do is sit in front of the 7-Eleven, or you can even sit on the outside behind the motherfucking, behind the plasma spot, because back in the day, it was one door that you had to come into, you feel me? You had to go in one door and you had to go out the same door. So shit, you sitting right there as soon as they come out, nigga, you cracking all the fades, you feel me? I promise you, nigga used to sell a QP a day at that motherfucker. I promise you, nigga, all nickel bags. And then I start upping the game up. I got dimes only. Yeah, nothing but dimes now, you feel me? And yeah, man, my nigga Big Mike, he was a light-skinned nigga, man. I think he either from Memphis or Texas. One of them South states, though, man, that talk hella fast and shit and got a whole lot of game, you feel me? Big Mike, he had the 500 Benz, though. You know, you know the one that Tupac had, you feel me? The 95, too, you feel me? He said that was his dream car. He always wanted it. Now, Big Mike used to always stay with a female with him. You know, his female looked like Sofia Vargas. If y'all know who Sofia Vargas is, the one who played up in as Tyrese girl up in Four Brothers, the Mexican chick, you feel me? She also played in that Tyler Perry movie too, when Madea goes to jail. She was a crazy ass Mexican celly, you feel me? She looked like her, but the only difference was she was Hawaiian. You know, she was Hawaiian. I think they call them Polynesian or some shit like that. Like, now, my nigga Big Mike was a fool, because Big Mike also used to fuck with her best friend. Well, not fuck with her best friend. The Hawaiian chick he always used to see him with, you know what I'm saying, that was the side bitch. His main bitch was her best friend, you know, but let him tell it. They was all, well, it ain't no let him tell it. I seen it with my own eyes. Like, they was all in a relationship together. Like, man, the nigga said, and his girl, his main girl, you know what I'm saying, she was Filipino, you know, but she grew up in Hawaii. That's why I said they like Polynesian or some shit like that, though. So that's why, you know, that's her best friend. That's where all that shit come from. Because his main chick, you know, stayed in Hawaii. That's where she met her best friend at, but she really Filipino, you feel me? And she looked like Teal Tequila. For y'all old school, man, y'all probably don't even know who Teal Tequila is. Y'all youngsters don't even know who Teal Tequila is, you feel me? Teal Tequila was inside the second Fast and Furious. She was a little Chinese, little Filipino looking girl inside the second Fast and Furious. That's Teal Tequila. So who else can I say? New school, what she looked like? Kind of like Karuchi. I just seen her up on the little Deion Sanders shit. So Karuchi, she kind of looked like Karuchi a little bit, like, you feel me? His main chick. Now his main chick, she worked at the hospital. It was like a convalescent home, hospital, or some shit like that. She was like a little nurse and shit, you feel me? So she never used to be with him when he was hustling and shit. He used to be the best friend that was always with the nigga and shit, like, and shit from what I seen, they had a cool relationship. But how me and Big Mike got cool though was, you know, hustlers fuck with hustlers, you feel me? He see me up there doing my thing, I see him up there doing his thing, and at the time I stayed with two bitches, you feel me? I stayed with two bitches, you feel me? Asia and Bree, you feel me? Asia and Bree, I always stayed with them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that time, like, I wasn't fucking on both of them. My bitch was Asia, you feel me? But Bree used to, you know what I'm saying? She was like, man, crazy. But Bree was always with us and shit, cause she couldn't keep no nigga. Bree was a white girl, big ass titties, no ass. She thought she was black, like, you know what I'm saying? To this day, girl thinks she black, like, you know what I'm saying? Girl thinks she black and shit, like, and she was a rat, bro. Like, she was a rat, like, so she couldn't keep a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I've got some stories about this thing, but, you know, let's stay focused though. So when Big Mike used to, you know what I'm saying, we used to chop it up, you know, see, he like, man, he told me, he was like, man, you know, I like how you know what I'm saying, stay with both your bitches, man, you know what I'm saying, that's how you gotta do, you gotta have it worked out, and I let him know, like, oh, that ain't my bitch, bro, Bree ain't my bitch. He's like, shit, you could have fooled me, my nigga. He's like, if she ain't your bitch, she wanna be your bitch, my nigga, whoop, whoop. Like, I'm already knowing I can fuck if I want to, I can have it, but I don't want them type of problems. Like, he like, what you mean? Like, I'm like, bro, they best friends. I'm like, eventually, one gonna start hating, and they gonna get into it, and I'm gonna be stuck in the middle. I'm gonna be the common denominator. And I don't want them type of problems. I don't want no female to say that, oh, they lost their relationship with their best friend over me, or they hate their best friend. I'm like, what if I get one pregnant, another one don't get pregnant? I'm like, bro, it's just too much, bro. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, cause I already see where that's gonna go. Like, cause I already see what type of relationship me and Bree had. Me and Bree had a good relationship to the point, good friendship to the point where she would have been a good bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over here with her best friend, and it's like, I don't even want them type of problems, bro. Like, I was smart enough to know at a young age, like, I don't want them type of problems. Now, Big Mike, at this time, I'm like 22. I'm like 22 at this time. This nigga Big Mike, 32. You know what I'm saying? He way older than nigga, so it's like, bro, you should have known that. But, you know, some niggas, they see opportunity and they go for it, bro. They don't give a fuck. You feel me? They go for it. And he was one of them type of niggas. Like, he seen an opportunity. You know, once her best friend came out here from Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? He seen how good she looked and seen that she was on her, and you know what I'm saying? And he said, come to find out, he said that shit, when they was younger, they used to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them type of best friend relationships with the female, like, you know what I'm saying? So he said how he started fucking with her, like, was that shit, he just peeped it out, like, you know what I'm saying? That he like, oh, y'all used to fuck, huh? Oh, okay, well, we all need to be together, and you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I feel you though, bro, that you don't want them type of problems. He's like, man, I'm low-key going through the same shit that you just described right now. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, man. He like, these bitches stay fighting, arguing. If a nigga be with one longer than the other, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always problems, bro. Like, You know what I'm saying? Bitches be in their feelings, you feel me? I'm like, yeah, I can see that. You feel me? I'm like, but nigga, you fucking with two best friends though, my nigga. Like, I'm like, of course, I'm surprised your main bitch even let that ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, shit, how can she stop it? He was like, shit, it ain't like I went behind her back and fuck. He's like, shit, we always doing threesomes. Once I found out that they was fucking around, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. So, that was '08. That was '08. I ended up stop going to the little plasma spot to hustle up over there. I found me somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, to hustle at. Nigga probably went back on the strip. So I didn't see my nigga Big Mike for a minute. I didn't see Big Mike until I just seen him in the pen, you feel me? So the first couple of days the nigga coming out for the yard, I didn't see Big Mike. I'm looking for the nigga, cause at this time I'm not even know who the fuck the nigga is. So I'm looking for the nigga and shit, like when I'm doing laps with Unc or talking to somebody else, I'm looking out for the nigga, but I don't see the nigga. So I say like, I'm there for like 4 days. I say on the 4th day, nigga, I see the nigga Big Mike, you feel me? He walk up like, man, what up with the twin, man? Man, it's been a minute, bro. Like, I'm looking at the nigga now. When he get closer, I recognize him. And I'm like, oh shit, this Big Mike. But the reason why I didn't recognize the nigga before was Big Mike was fat, bro. Like, I'm talking about this nigga had to be at least be pushing 400. Like, he was fat. He did have a little, you know what I'm saying, a little size on him. Like, you can tell, like, it's like he used to work out, you feel me, years ago. But the nigga just stopped. He started working out cheeseburgers and bitches, you feel me? That's all he work out now is cheeseburgers and bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when he was walking up towards me and shit, and I finally noticed him, I'm like, damn, Mike, look at Buff Mike now. Like, I'm like, you ain't Big Mike no more. I'm like, you Buff Mike now, nigga, cause the nigga dropped at least 200 pounds, bro. At least 200. I say the nigga was at least like 250. He went from like 480 to 250, nigga, like, yeah, that boy was in there working out, boy, doing the burpees, you know what I'm saying? Hitting that pull-up bar, like, yeah, you could tell Big Mike was working out. So he like, yeah, man, you know, nigga ain't on the outs, man. You know, nigga ain't just eating all the time and shit, man. Nigga had to come in here and work out, man. Ooh, like, I'm like, damn, boy, I'm like, man, what you up in here for, my nigga? He like, nigga, what you up in here for? I'm like, man, I'm here for a little robbery, you know what I'm saying, a little robbery. I'm like, yeah, he like, man, he like, shit, let's take some laps, my nigga. He's like, it's a long story, my nigga. I'm like, damn, like that? He like, yeah. He like, you still smoke? I'm like, smoke what, nigga? He like, nigga, smoke weed, nigga. He like, he put out a little skinny ass little pinhead joint. He like, yeah, we can hit this while we walking the track, you feel me? I'm like, nigga, all these guards, I don't know what you got. He like, man, niggas ain't tripping like that. He's like, all you gotta do is just cuff it, bro. All you gotta do is just cuff it, you feel me? So he sparked it up, bro. He passed it to a nigga and shit, man. We blowing while we walk. I'm nervous in the motherfucker. But he like, yeah, man. He's like, remember how, I was fucking with the two best friends and all that? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, he's like, come to find out, bro. He's like, why I get he's like, why I get my bitch best friend pregnant, bro? I'm like, no. I'm like, you got the side bitch pregnant? He like, basically, yeah. He like, man, and once my bitch, you know what I'm saying, found out that she was pregnant, he's like, it was a whole big old issue. My nigga. Like, he like, shit. He like, nigga, they started fighting, nigga. He's like, it's like, nigga, my bitch was trying to like, nigga, beat the baby out that bitch, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, now, you know, my girl way smaller than, you know what I'm saying, her best friend. He was like, but that little bitch a firecracker, bro. He's like, I guess she just couldn't take no more. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, so what you end up getting charged for? He's like, remember, nigga, I used to always tell you I was on probation. I got caught with that burner. I was like, yeah. He's like, he got caught with that burner. He got caught with some tar. Yeah, and they put him on probation for it. So I think his probation was like 5-year probation. So he was like, I'm I'm like, yeah, I remember that. He's like, so basically right now, he's like, I'm in here on that case right now. You feel me? He's like, but I just beat the case with baby mama. No, he just beat the case with the girlfriend. So I'm like, what happened? He's like, I gotta finish telling. He's like, man. He was like, so basically, once she found out she was pregnant, they started fighting and shit. And he was like, shit, old girl, like, wasn't happening. Nigga felt like that. She was trying to, like, do harm to her baby. So he's like, in the midst of the fight, you know what I'm saying? Old girl, basically, nigga, somehow, old girl went to the room, got my burner, and he popped, and she popped her best friend. So I'm like, hold on. So I'm like, you got the best friend pregnant. The best friend, your girlfriend ended up getting mad at the best friend, and they start fighting because she got pregnant. And the best friend ended up taking your burner and popping her. He like, yeah. He like, but my girlfriend, he like, but my girlfriend survived. She lives, but she was in a coma. I was like, damn. He was like, yeah, bro. He's like, she was in a coma for like 2 years. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, because this 2010, that happened in 2008. So yeah, he's like, she's in a coma. No, my bad. She's in a coma for a year, he said. She's in a coma for a year. Yeah, she's in a coma for years. He went to trial in 2010. You feel me? He went to trial in 2010. So he like, yeah, man. He like, shit, she got put in a coma, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so we're the best. So I'm like, so what happened? Like, he's like, man, they basically tried to charge me for it. He's like, I ain't gonna snitch on baby mama. He's like, shall I let baby mama take a flight and go back to Hawaii? I'm like, so she in Hawaii right now? He's like, yeah, she in Hawaii, bro. Like, she had the baby and all that. Like, she sending the pictures and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, but baby girl was in the coma. So he's like, they really had no evidence. I'm not talking, she not talking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so they really didn't have no evidence. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, so they basically charged me they gave me a probation violation, even being around guns and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, but the case was still open. He's like, she came out the coma last year. I'm like, oh, so she came out last year? He was like, yeah, she came out the coma last year, and they wanted to wait till she gets some of her memory back to do the trial. He's like, so I just went to trial, bro, in January. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, my trial started in January. He's like, shit, we just not wrapping up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he was like, yeah. He was like, we went to trial. He was like, she went to a coma. He's like, she went in a coma, and they really didn't know who to charge, so they ended up violating him. And the baby mama, which is the best friend, she ended up going back to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so what happened, you know what I'm saying, when she came up out the coma type shit? I'm like, damn, nigga. He was like, when she came out the coma, she didn't remember nothing. I'm like, she didn't remember nothing. He's like, bro, she didn't remember nothing. He was like, the last thing she known, he was like, in order to make everything, you know what I'm saying, to make everything better, he was like, you know what I'm saying, when I found out old girl was pregnant, he was like, I proposed to my girlfriend. He was like, fuck it, I might as well make you my wife and you my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? He like, in my head, I'm thinking that way I can keep both of them. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so I proposed to her. He was like, but she really wasn't having it. Like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, she really wasn't having it. He was like, she said yeah, and she accepted the proposal. He's like, but, you know, she was saying that just looking at her best friend pregnant, it's like fucking with her, like. So he's like, when she came up out the coma, he's like, shit, all she remembered was the fact that we were supposed to get married. Like, he's like, she didn't remember nothing else, bro. Like, she didn't remember what happened, none of that. Like, he's like, and her family tried to tell her that I shot her, and she like, no, he didn't shoot me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, so they kept prolonging the trial, until some of her memory come back. They want her memory to come back fully. You know what I'm saying? So they waited a year, and they wanted her memory to come back fully in order to proceed with the trial, so they could have, you know what I'm saying? So she could at least remember who shot her or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? By this time, the best friend, you know what I'm saying, she's still in Hawaii though. Like, they subpoenaed her, but she ain't coming, and you know, shit like that. So he like shit. Basically, man, he was like, shit, she don't remember nothing. He's like, she don't even remember that her best friend shot her. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, last thing she remember is we supposed to get married. He was like, nigga, so you know me. He's like, I seen the opportunity, so I had to play it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, what you do, nigga? He like, nigga, I had the bitch marry me in the pen. He like, yeah, we got married back in December. I was like, oh, nah. He was like, yeah. So he's like, once they found that shit out, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, either they was gonna drop it or they was gonna continue taking me, you know? He was like, so, he was like, I basically beat the murder case. He's like, basically beat the attempted murder case. He's like, but I ain't do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I just wasn't gonna snitch on my baby mama. Like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, so shit, her memory still ain't came back? He was like, nah, nigga, she don't. He's like, doctor said that her shit might not even come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? She remember bits and pieces. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I'm like, nigga, so when you up out of here? He's like, oh, nigga, I just took my blood yesterday. He's like, that's why I went on the yard yesterday. He's like, I just took my blood work and all that yesterday. He's like, I'm out of here next week, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like next Thursday or something like that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, wifey finna come pick me up from PNP and all that. Like, he's like, yeah, it's popping. I was like, so how you gonna play that with baby mama? Like, he's like, man, he's like, I crossed that bridge when we get there. He's like, she mad at me right now. He's like, once she found out I married her, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, baby mama, she was holding me down the whole 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, or 2.5, he like, shit, the whole 2.5. You know, baby mama been holding me down, like, especially when she was in a coma and all that. Like, he was like, so shit, he's like, hey, I crossed that bridge when they get there. He's like, that bitch better stay her ass in Hawaii. Shit, if she come back, oh girl, it might bring old girl memory back. Her ass might be locked up around this motherfucker. I'm like, damn, nigga, that's crazy. I'm like, so they tried to really charge you with this shit though. Like, he was like, man, them prosecutors was adamant that I did that shit, bro. He's like, enemy. He's like, the only thing they couldn't prove it. He's like, I had no gunshot residue up on me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, by the time the police got there, old girl had left. The best friend had left. You know what I'm saying? He was like, shit. He was like, shit, there ain't no way that they could prove it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no way, bro. Like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I'm like, my nigga Big Mike, boy. I'm like, but that shit was crazy right there, though, bro. But the little female, though, the baby mama now, which is the best friend, the baby mama, that bitch was freaky, bro. That bitch was crazy, too. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell that nigga that, like, man, she gonna be the downfall, bro, this whole little shit, bro. Like, cause she was just, man, she was just too outgoing, too outspoken, like, so, for example, like, I remember one day we in a car smoking in front of the 7-Eleven. He got the car face like he bagged in, you know what I'm saying? So we sitting there smoking, and she been on the nigga like it was no filter to this girl, bro. It was no filter to this girl, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, she told Big Mike, she was like, yeah, she's like, David gonna have to get her. She was like, Twin gonna have to get in the back, so I can sit in the front and give you some head while y'all smoking. And he like, nigga, I got Twin in the car with me. He's like, bitch, you better calm down until we get back to the room or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I just want it in my mouth, pause. You know what I'm saying? She like, I just want to fuck you, daddy. Woo, woo. He like, bitch, calm your ass down. Like, he like, bitch, wait until we get in the room. Like, so about 2-3 minutes, so she like, all right, boom. So she get quiet. And what she had on, bro, was she had on like this little this little tennis skirt. She had on a little tennis skirt, like, you know what I'm saying? I guess she had no pennies on up under that motherfucker or something. Cause about 3 minutes later, I just hear something, bro, look like a motherfucker, sound like a motherfucker stirring macaroni in the back seat, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So me and Mike, we both look at each other, then we both look in the back seat. Man, this girl sitting in the back seat, got her legs cocked open, playing with herself. Like, Mike, like, bitch, what is you doing? Like, she's like, I told you, Daddy, I'm horny. Ooh, like, I told you I'm horny. I just shook my head. Mike, like, man, this bitch right here, like, he was like, man, you might want to get out. I was like, what you mean? He's like, man, it's gonna be a waterfall, bro. She a squirter, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker might shoot and hit you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He like, take the blunt with you, my nigga. I'm like, damn, nigga, like that. He's like, man. So I ended up getting up out the car and all that, like. But yeah, though, man, my nigga Big Mike, though, man. My nigga Big Mike. That boy beat the attempted murder. They tried to hit that boy with it. That boy dangled that thing and got up out of there. Man, ended up getting the best friend pregnant and marrying the girlfriend. Ain't that some shit, boy? I tell you, boy. Contraband TV. I'm out this bitch, though, Contraband. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, hey, I got that scary movie coming up probably next for y'all. It's coming up real soon, you feel me? Tell y'all how I found out about this nigga, man. Contraband TV, man. We out this bitch.